So, you claim Azura showed you that I'm to be the savior of Cyrodiil and the Empire? How do you know you're not being deceived again?
Azura does grant me visions. Although you are, of course, free to make your own choices, I know the choice you will eventually make will be the right one. You'll grow into the role of a hero, Anderin. Your past no longer matters. What matters now is connecting with the people of Cyrodiil. Don't just beg for forgiveness. Show them you genuinely care about their welfare. Prepare them for the trials to come.
And what if I don't care about the people of Cyrodiil, the people who have shunned me and the Empire who imprisoned me?
Start small. Help the people of Anvil. Earn their trust. Show you care about more than just yourself. If you still feel hatred in your heart, you won't have to listen to my counsel anymore.
Hello, and welcome back to some more Oblivion with Anderin Selis. It has been quite a while since I recorded for this. Between December just being a stupidly busy month... Where are you going? Get off my property. Between December being a very busy month and, if you can tell, I'm a little bit sick still. I'm on the tail end of a cold, but I want to record anyway. I wanted to record some freaking Oblivion. It's been so long. But yes, today Anderin is going to change his stars and actually do some good in the world, even though he is wielding Umbra. We're going to go to all of the main cities in Cyrodiil and do the various side quests you can find within them. I think we'll start with this one right here. Look how happy this lady is to see us. What do you want?
How would you like to get my husband Gogan out of hot water?
Gogan, you say? What's he done?
Believe me, he'll need all the help he can get to worm his way out of this one. To think he'd fall for the gang's scheme. Ugh, I could kill him.
You should. I mean...
I'm sorry. I'm
work
rambling,
out your differences.
and you look confused. Let me explain.
Go on.
The women in the gang use their wiles to lure men out to some remote location and rob them blind. It's been going on for some time now. The city guard hasn't done very much about it because, frankly, the men who are robbed are so embarrassed they don't want to report it. Take, for example, that good-for-nothing husband of mine, Gogan. He cared more about their charms than my own.
I don't know if you have any charms, lady.
When Gogan was, with the women, they took something quite valuable from him. No, it's not what you're thinking. He was carrying a precious family heirloom with him when he was lured out to their lair. It was a small ring given to him on our wedding day. The ring belonged to my mother and has been in the family for generations. I'm willing to give you all the money I have to get it back. 100 gold.
100 gold.
Can you help us?
I mean, yes, I'll help you.
Thank you. I'm afraid I can't offer you much help, but I'll do what I can. All I can tell you is that the best place to start is at the Flowing Bowl. It's a tavern located outside the city walls near the waterfront. Gogan may be able to give you more information beyond that. The Flowing Bowl attracts the worst Anvil has to offer. Always be on your guard.
Yes, yes. Luckily for us, our personality is 5, so I don't think we're going to be seduced, because no one finds us attractive. Speaking of 100 gold and that not being a lot of money, between episodes, I went back to Sundercliff Watch and looted all the people we killed. We had 50 grand, I think, and now we have 185 grand. So, you know, we're kind of a baller now, but money goes pretty quickly in Oblivion. And just like Morrowind and Skyrim, in my opinion, money really honestly isn't a big deal at any point in the game. So I don't feel too bad about being fully loaded now. It's honestly not a big deal. Oh yeah, let's go speak to Gogan. Just walk past his house.
Is it necessary that...
Hey.
Get out. Leave now. You're trespassing.
Yeah.
See, my wife couldn't keep a big mouth shut. Yes, it's true. I lost the family ring to those sirens. I'm ashamed about the whole incident, but not ashamed enough to ask for your help. I was sitting in the flowing bowl when the most fetching Nord woman you've ever seen walked in with an equally attractive Imperial woman following. After we exchanged words, I followed them out to a farmhouse. Inside, they asked me to remove my clothes and items. Well, I did. And then suddenly they brandished weapons and robbed me. They sent me away with barely a stitch of clothing, harlots. Just please, help me get that ring back. I want to save what's left of my marriage.
Yeah, you're kind of like an
I'm
idiot,
really a
but
man.
sure.
How could I resist? What a mess I've gotten myself into.
All right, let's go stop some prostitutes from preying on innocent men.
I am busy.
That came out wrong. Let's go stop some harlots from stealing from cheaters. We're a good guy now. We're turning a new leaf. What do I have to do here? I think we just have to wait. Yes,
Go
I think we
away.
just have to wait around.
What?
Maybe till nighttime.
Good evening. Hello.
Everyone else is in here, but not the ladies.
I haven't seen you here before. Aw, and you're all alone, too. How sad.
Hey, watch it.
Well, if you're up to it, I think we can solve that little problem. You see, me and Faustina here are lonely, too. And we've been looking for someone.
Signy Homewrecker.
You look like just what we need.
Oh, you look like
I'll
a
tell
brick
you what.
wall.
We have a cozy farmhouse not far from here where we could, well, get to know each other much, much better. I'll mark it down on your map just so you won't forget where to find us. Meet us there around 11 o'clock. I can promise you a night of fun you won't soon forget.
This is a riveting conversation.
Trust me
Wait,
when I
can
say
we actually see what you
we'll
look like?
give you a
Hey,
patience. We'll have all night.
you are not an attractive Nord woman, but sure, tell me about this night of fun.
Do I really have to spell it out for you? You're a man, and I'm a woman with a certain desire. You figure out the rest.
I hope this won't take long.
Oh yeah, and this is your
Can't
friend.
wait to see you later.
She's pretty for an Imperial, I
Don't
guess.
keep us waiting. Hope you're not planning to get much sleep.
Oh no, definitely not.
Evening.
Signy Homewrecker. That's just a great name. Let's go from Anvil Castle.
Hurry up!
Screw you.
Why do you bother me? Go up!
But yeah, the plan is to go from town to town, completing these various side missions, which are all honestly pretty good for side missions. Even this one's kind of funny. And Anderin kind of needs to earn back his reputation, right? Because at this point, he's consorted with Daedra, worked, and became the leader of the Dark Brotherhood and Thieves Guild. And that's pretty much the only thing he's done since he's gotten out of jail. He hasn't really helped a whole lot of people. And what is our infamy right now? 61. I think that's pretty close to the max you can get without just like killing people. I think killing people, innocent people, gives you infamy. So this is kind of the next best thing. I know we can go cleanse our infamy at the Shrines of the Nine, but we're not going to do that. Not yet. Anderin needs to, I don't know, in my mind, convince himself that he needs to be a better person, because right now he does not feel that way. I've arrived at Gweden. I'll need to wait until around 11 in the evening to go inside and find out what Faustina and Signy have in store for me. Oh boy.
I see you took us up on our offer. Good. I'm glad to see you. Signy will be along shortly. I'm sure we can find something to do while we wait.
Checkers.
Now, we can't have you standing there all uncomfortable in all those clothes. Why don't you take everything off and place it there on the table?
Ah, strip checkers. I'm afraid not.
What? What are you talking about? Don't you want to have fun? Come on, don't be shy. Or are you here for something else?
Well, I've been having a lot of daddy issues I'd like to talk about, and I'm also here for Gogin's ring.
Damn, I knew it. You're working for the city guard, aren't you? I didn't think they would be stupid enough to send someone alone. But so be it. I should have known after I fenced that stupid ring and discovered it was a fake. Worthless. All part of the guard's plan, I suppose. Okay, girls. We got someone who doesn't want to cooperate.
Bring it on. Oh no, they're draining my intelligence. They actually killed me. Holy crap. I guess I wasn't looking at my health bar. Dang, dude, I just got wrecked. See, this is why Anderin needs to
I see you.
become a better man so he can beat up 3 hookers. I guess they're not technically hookers. They're not actually sleeping with people. They're just a gang of thieves. After entering the farmhouse, I encountered Faustina, who tried to entice me to remove my weapons, armor, and clothing and place them aside. Knowing this was a ruse, I refused. She yelled out, and the rest of the gang entered the room fully armed and ready for battle. And floating in the air, so graciously, I had no choice but to kill them.
You look upset.
We had a feeling you'd be surprised when you saw us in our real uniforms. I see you have a puzzled look on your face. Ask away.
So we're not playing checkers?
Gogan and I are really members of the Anvil City Watch. I suppose you could say we work undercover. We've been trying to foil Faustina's gang for months now. Every time we tried to interview a man who was lured there, they refused to talk. The women in the gang picked married men to seduce for just that reason. It was decided the only way to stop this gang was to send in a stranger. You fit the bill perfectly. It's a shame it had to end in so much violence. But someone was bound to get hurt sooner or later.
What about Faustina?
We'll clean up the mess. Don't concern yourself about it. I'm sure you had no choice. If you ever find yourself back in Anvil, stop by any time and say hello. Oh, and please say nothing to anyone about our true identities. You've done well, and here's the reward that I promised.
Ooh, 1,000 gold.
Don't
Nice.
spend all the
She,
money from the reward in one
Up
place.
the ante. So what do we get here? Wit Splinter. That's what was draining our magic and stuff. That's annoying. The cat lady doesn't have anything. And Signy does not have anything either. Now, normally I would probably loot some of this silverware, but I feel like we have enough
think we're
money
in for
for the
some-
moment. Let's go check out the basement. There are some pretty funny items down here. Lots of technically unique ones. Pinarius's shirt. He is the hunter we've been training marksmen from. Heinrich, I don't recognize him. Some gems. Oakenhole family jewels and an heirloom. I feel like, can you deliver this to him? I'm gonna take it. Ernest's best shirt. Astia's necklace. Panaris's prized Minotaur horn. I wonder what they were using that for. A wedding gift. All right, well, first side quest done. Easy enough. A fun little distraction. So we're gonna head back to Anvil and pick up another one.
12 midnight and all's well. Hope it stays that way, sir.
He's not happy to see us. You know any rumors?
The new owner sure has turned Benaris Manor around. It's now a welcome addition to our city.
Thank you. It was all me.
I'm only asking for enough to feed me kids. I have it on good authority that the City Watch sent someone to stop that gang of women from robbing the town's men. Good show, I say.
I have it on good authority. Yeah, I
Blessings
bet.
of Sten-
I think every city has about 2 or 3 side quests you can pick up and do.
Astia Inventius, wife of the woodsman Pinarus Inventius. Always out hunting. Anything to avoid doing a little work around the house.
Yeah, he's also trying to cheat on you with a gang of women. But don't worry, I killed them all.
I'm Newheim, Anvil Harbor Master. I'm responsible for all harbor traffic, docks, duties, and fees in Anvil Harbor.
You have a very round head, sir. And your ear is not connected to your head.
Go bother someone else.
What a strange man. I'm starting to think that this isn't a rumor quest. Yeah, maybe you just have to go on this boat. Hey,
Oh, I'll never get that crystal ball back. Not with those frightful spirits floating around. This is a travesty. A complete and utter travesty. The crystal ball is just sitting there in the hold, but I'll be damned if I'm going back on board.
Coward.
And nobody will help me. Nobody. Not with those spirits roaming the decks. I don't suppose you'll help me. No, of course you won't.
Your eyes are like bloodshot red. You are scary. I'd be glad to help. I'm trying to become a better person.
Of course you can't. Nobody ever wants to help. Wait. Did you actually say you'd help me?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Wonderful. I can't thank you enough. I've been going out of my mind ever since my crew was murdered.
You killed them?
This is my ship, you see. The Serpent's Wake. I hired the crew to sail to Somerset Isle to retrieve a family heirloom, my mother's crystal ball. They made the journey and arrived back all right, but then someone murdered them, all of them. Now their spirits are haunting the ship. The crystal ball is in a chest in the ship's hold, but I can't get to it. I made it as far as the captain's cabin, but the spirits nearly killed me. Get the crystal ball and return it to me here, and I'll make it worth your trouble. Here, you'll need this key. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Let's kill some ghosts. Holy crap, you have a lot of HP, sir. Actually, yeah, I had the difficulty turned up all the way, not because I wanted to, but for some of the cinematics I needed to film last time, specifically Anderin wailing on Baldrin, I needed him to have a lot of extra HP, and so now we're paying the price for it. Hopefully it resets itself when we go through a load screen, because that's just a bit too much health for me. Dead captain, okay. We'll take your keys. Captain's chest. Fortified blunt, that's okay. Yeah, hopefully the other ghosts don't have that much health. No, they all do. Do I need to, like, leave the cell, maybe? I don't know. This is annoying. They have so much HP. They keep knocking us back. And there's a second one. Oh my gosh. Here, I'm stuck over here. I can't even get out. I can't jump. Yep. Okay. Okay, game. We're gonna go out this door. Let's check the difficulty again. I will turn it up at some point, but at the moment, all it is going to do is just make them take forever to kill, and that's not fun to watch, so... No, it sure didn't. Okay, hopefully their health is not permanently increased, because otherwise we are just screwed. Speaking of screwed... Stop knocking me in the corner where I can't escape. Stupid ghosts. No. I see why this lady had so many problems. Oh my gosh, they follow you up the stairs. Do they follow you outside? Alright. Things are not going well. You see, I increased the difficulty. Zombie, I notice I'm being hit by the sailor. You're not doing a very good job. Well, the good part is we will get a ton of blade XP because this is taking forever. Oh, good job. I like how you did nothing. We must go further into the ship to the cargo hold. Guess you are a ghost. Alright, is that all of you, please? It seems like it. Okay, so here's the chest. Varule's crystal ball. Yeah, we'll take it. I've retrieved the crystal ball. I must now return it to her. Okay.
You did it! You actually made it back with a crystal ball! Oh, thank you! Here, please take this as a reward. It's the captain's enchanted cutlass. I managed to grab it when I was in his cabin before his spirit chased me out. Oh, thank you so very much.
You're welcome. What does your sword do? Red wave. Drain health on strike. That is really good. And then plus it looks unique because of the mod we have. So it looks awesome. We're actually going to roll with this. All right. So we did the main side quests of Anvil. I think it's supposed to be the gang, the ship, and the haunted mansion, which we already did in a previous episode. So we are done in Anvil. Towards the beginning of the series, we also did a couple of Bruma side quests, and I didn't do one of the ones here. So we're going to head to Bruma, and then we'll probably end the episode there. We should have enough fame now. 12 to get what we're looking for. Oh,
Good
here it
day.
is.
I'm Tolgan, herald to Countess Narina Carvane here in Bruma. She requests your company at your earliest convenience.
What's this regarding?
Countess Carvane would prefer if you speak to her in person. She also said to present you with this stipend as a taste of things to come. My lady holds court from 8 in the morning until 6 in the evening each day. That would be the best time to see her.
Ooh, 25 gold. It was all worth it.
Safe journey, my lord.
All right, let's wait until she's holding court.
It's
What
a
up?
pleasure to see you. Hi. I've heard much about your deeds from my people in Bruma. I trust the stipend Tolgan gave you whetted your appetite.
Two things there. One, my reputation in Bruma is probably not a good one. And also 25 gold, that's pretty terrible. Yes, that's why I'm here.
Good point. Allow me to formally introduce myself. I'm Countess Narina Carvane. I assume you've noticed all the Akaviri relics I'm displaying.
Nope, didn't even look at him.
Well, it's safe to say I'm a collector of sorts. I've invested a great deal of time and money acquiring these bits of ancient history. In fact, I'd be so bold as to proclaim my collection the most complete in all Cyrodiil, perhaps even beyond. Except for one thing. A particular relic has eluded me for many years. Possessing this piece of Akaviri antiquity would make my collection complete. I'm of course referring to the Draconian Madstone.
Of course, of course. Tell me more about it.
The stone is a fine bit of Akaviri craftsmanship. Worn like an amulet, this talisman is said to protect the wearer from poisons of any type. The Madstone appears as a snake coiled around and encircling itself. The eyes of the snake are supposed to be precious gems or some such.
Some such?
Through my sources, I've learned that the last reported location of the Madstone was the ruins at Pale Pass.
Tell me about Pale Pass.
Are you familiar with the history of Pale Pass?
No, and I don't care. No, just tell me.
Back at the end of the First Era, raiders from the continent of Akavir attempted to gain a foothold here in Tamriel. At that time, the Empire was broken into smaller factions. Raymond Cyrodiil decided to unify them and form an army to repel the Akaviri raiders. The force became known as the Army of Raymond. The two armies clashed in what's now northern Cyrodiil. The Akaviri were strong and well supplied. But their greatest error was marching through Morrowind on the way to their objective and dismissing the response it would garner from Vivek. They didn't count on Lord Vivek forming an alliance with the Trident Kings of the Dreg. From Morrowind, he struck at their rear flank. Not only did this make the Akaviri fight on two fronts, it also cut off access to reinforcements and supplies from the sea.
Yeah, it seems really stupid to attack a landlocked region when you don't have secure access to the sea. So the Alliance ended the conflict?
Not quite. The army of Raymond knew that the organized Akaviri forces were commanded from a hidden post in the mountains. Rumors placed it in a snowy vale called Pale Pass. That's where Raymond focused his attention. As his forces fought their way across the Gerald Mountains, the Akaviri suddenly surrendered. It was assumed they were overwhelmed and gave up. The only strange part was that the command post and Pale Pass were never found. It was dismissed as a rumor, and the army of Raymond celebrated. It's come to my attention that the post did exist, and it happens to be the last reported location of the Draconian Madstone. If you retrieve the Draconian Madstone for me, I'll be happy to compensate you by rewarding you with another Akaviri artifact. Are you game?
Yes.
I had a feeling you'd accept. Good. Then let me tell you how you're going to find the Madstone. I've come into the possession of a diary, written by an Akaviri messenger. I suspect that the text within can lead you to the ruins. Here's a translation of the passages we could still read. It was quite damaged. I've also included a rough map that was drawn in the diary as well. I'm also providing you with a unique key that was supposedly found with the diary. I'm assuming it'll prove useful when you arrive at the site.
Thank you.
I paid several scouts to try and find the ruins at Pale Pass before I hired you. They were only able to locate the first of a series of landmarks. These landmarks are mentioned within the diary. The one referred to as Dragonclaw Rock has been located. I'll mark it on your map. The rest is up to you. My scouts reported bitter cold and dangerous creatures in the area, so they couldn't proceed.
Cowards.
Be cautious and return home soon. Good luck. May the path ahead understand be free Daedra of worship danger. is becoming
All right, let's go
increasingly
find the
prevalent.
Draconian Madstone. Should be easy. We're wearing some nice, warm glass armor. And we have a torch that doesn't actually give off heat, so
this won't take
we'll be fine. So at some point during this quest, the quest marker actually disappears, and that's not something that happens very often in Oblivion or Skyrim. So you have to appreciate this quest just for that. It also has a bunch of cool history surrounding it, which is something I feel like you don't see very often in Oblivion. And it's also kind of a cool dungeon. I remember as a kid getting kind of confused on the puzzle at the very end, but hopefully as a adult I'll be able to solve it. We'll see. I'm not very good at Zelda games. I've arrived at Dragonclaw Rock. I should consult the messenger's diary to learn the way to the next landmark. But first, murder. Okay, so this is Dragonclaw Rock, right? Doesn't really look like a Dragonclaw, does it? Maybe I just need the bird's eye view. I'm not going to read the whole thing. It is super, super long. If you want to read it, you'll have to do it on your own time. Yes, we need to head somewhere to the west. Towards the Sentinel, which I believe is a statue. It might actually be up here. No. You cannot go that way. Turn back. All right, well, screw you. It's weird. I can navigate Morrowind like perfectly without issue, but when they turn off the quest markers on this, I'm screwed. Oh, speaking of screwed, I don't know if that ogre has the right amount of health. It might take like 3 days for their health to reset when you lower the difficulty. Honestly, I have no idea. I thought it reset like immediately, but I still feel like he has way too much health. Oh, there's the Sentinel. I found it. Get out of here. Yes, here is the Sentinel. I've reached the second landmark, the Sentinel. I should consult the diary once again to discern the way to the third one. Now we need to make our way towards the Serpent Trail, which I think is a tunnel. If I remember right. Of course, we have to kill this ogre who's just destroying me first. Yeah, from here it's honestly pretty easy. You just follow the stone path that leads up to the mountains, I believe. There's even a little map marker for the Serpent's Trail. There you go. I found the third landmark. I need to traverse this passage if I'm to find the ruins. I've discovered the body of the messenger who penned the diary I've been carrying. Even though he died over 1,000 years ago, the bones have been well preserved by the frost in the caves. He seems to be clutching something in his bony hand. I should investigate. Akaviri orders. Near the body of the messenger, I've discovered a slate tablet with what appears to be Akaviri writing on its surface. These must be the orders the messenger spoke about in the diary. Don't feel like you can actually read them, right? Yeah. They're just like a miscellaneous item. Just a mountain lion spazzing out in the cave. Holy crap. See, these guys seem to have less health, right? I apologize if you hear any coughing during this recording. I'm gonna try to cut it out, but like I said, I'm still a little congested. Well, they killed the bear for me. I appreciate them. More ogres. Who was apparently already hurt. He died very quickly. All right, here we go. I've emerged from the Serpent's Trail and find myself face to face with the legendary Pale Pass. A path winds down into the snowy valley. If I follow it, it should lead me directly to the ruins. Kind of a cool area in general. I don't think you can actually fast travel out of here. It's like its own instanced area. They did that in Skyrim, I feel like, in the Dawnguard DLC, where you fight a dragon in like a cold valley like this. I forget the name of the area though. They don't do it very often, so it's always cool to have something a little bit different than normal. I do have Mehrunes Razor with us just in case we run into like a dread zombie or something that we cannot kill. We could use it. Does look pretty cool, and we didn't actually use it before. Can we get the one shot? Our luck is like 5, so good chance it never goes off. Oh, we got one. Through the razor, Mehrunes Dagon claims a soul. I know we're trying to be better people, but we had to use it at least once, right? Yeah, there's a lot of ogres down here. I've discovered the crumbling walls of the once mighty Fort Pale Pass. It appears to have been destroyed by a landslide long ago. I should proceed into the ruins and search for the Madstone. And there's the fort, of course, full of more ogres. We've gotten a single one-shot off on this. I feel like it's gonna run out of charges soon. If it hasn't already, it might have. Yes, it has. Good use. I guess let's switch back to Red Wave. But I think I am actually going to end the episode there. I remember this dungeon being quite lengthy, and I don't want to tack it on at the very end and end up cutting like 90% of it. So we'll just end the video there for today. Next time we will recover the Draconian Madstone and pick another city to start doing side quests in. If you have a preference for what city we start with, let me know. Anyways, if you made it this far, consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. If you have not already, it does help a lot. Other than that though, thank you for watching and peace out.